Hello all, I am Dr. Soundarya. Welcome back to iLovePhD for a new video. PhD supervisor is the most powerful person in any PhD scholar's academic career. From the beginning of the research to end, a good supervisor plays a different role like mentor, advisor and cheerleader. A scholar gains confidence in research only through his or her supervisor. Therefore, it is important to make a wise choice in choosing a supervisor for successful completion of your PhD program. Here are the 9 key factors to be considered while choosing your PhD supervisor. Let's get into the video. Selecting a PhD supervisor is one of the most crucial and difficult decisions for a young researcher to make. Your decision will be influenced by the subject area you wish to carry out your work. Remember, when you are pursuing your research, there will be extreme highs and extreme lows throughout the duration of your PhD. So you should try to choose a supervisor with whom you can collaborate effectively during challenging circumstances. How will you choose your PhD supervisor? It depends on whether you are applying for a R&D funded project or putting forward your own research proposal. If you are applying for a R&D funded project, the process of choosing a supervisor is simple. Usually they will be the principal investigator of the project. You can join as a JRF, that is Junior Research Fellow, in the project to do the project works. And at the same time, you can use this data to get your PhD degree, provided the principal investigator of the project and your research supervisor should be the same. The advantages of working in the funded project is that you will get the complete roadmap of your work at the initial stage of your PhD and you will get the fellowship during the project period. On the other hand, if you are proposing your own research proposal, you have to do some groundwork to choose a supervisor whose interests align with your research interest. You have to be clear in your area of research and you should have a rough idea of what you want your PhD topic to be. By this way, you can narrow down the potential supervisors by research interest and then focus on those who have expertise in your area of research. Check for scientific databases. It will give you lots of data with which you can refine your search. This allows you to look for the most cited articles and thus helps to choose who the leading researchers are. Then look for the career stage of your supervisor is at. A professor at the beginning of their career might have fewer professional commitments and therefore they can find more time to supervise you. A senior professor may have a busy professional life, but this could be counterbalanced by their expertise and experience. Okay, let us assume that you have shortlisted 10 supervisors. Now you need to check for their publications and give more importance to their recent publications so that you will get to know about the current research works going on under their supervision. Once you have done your search for supervisor and have a clear idea of your proposed research topic, you should make a short list of around 3 potential supervisors to contact. Make sure that you really understood their academic background and current projects so that you can make an excellent first impression when you get in touch with them. If you are able to meet your potential supervisor, discuss your research proposal. For that, you need to have a good research plan of what you want to achieve with your PhD research. Meeting them in person is a great way of gauging their personality and your chemistry. You are going to work with them for a minimum of 3 years, so you can make sure you are going to get on with them. Also, it is good to know the other details like if they are planning to retire or change institution, because that could affect your research later down the line. You should have a supervisor who is going to stick around for the duration of your PhD. Find out what sort of research work the supervisor is currently involved in. You can normally see a list of current research scholars on the department website. You can get feedback from them regarding the supervisor's methodology of guidance. Check for research facilities available in the department or the center. Make sure that the laboratories are equipped with state-of-the-art instrumentation and equipment facilities needed to carry out your research. And check for institution or the department as well-established library facility to access reputed and peer-reviewed publications and e-journals. Check for any fellowships available in the department or university for PhD research. Depending on your preferences, you can decide whether you want to work within a small specialized department or a larger team that allows more scope for interdisciplinary collaboration. Now that you can know how to choose a good supervisor for your PhD, You will be spending a lot of time with them during your PhD. So it pays to understand what to look for in terms of personality traits, expertise, and experience. There are many supervisors out there, and it is always feasible to choose supervisor with whom you can work well and produce a good research. Ultimately, you need to get your PhD degree. So it is a decision that should be taken very seriously. Some of you may want to carry out PhD program under part-time category. In this case, you need to get NOC, that is no objection certificate, from the organization where you work. If your organization permits you, you can register your PhD in the university you want to do. You may have to choose a co-supervisor or a joint supervisor, and he or she may be your head of the organization. Also ensure that your organization is registered as a research center under that university. Otherwise, they need to sign a MOU. Basically, these procedures depend on the university guidelines, and it may vary from one university to another. So you need to be aware of all these details too. And that's all about today's video. If you like this video, share among your research groups. For more such videos, subscribe this channel. Happy researching. Thank you.